Hi, my name is Alex Peñarrera, and I took the liberty to create this video so I can show you the potential that good solid website can have, especially in your industry when it comes about general contractors in here in New Jersey. So I'm going to be talking about three specific things. I'm not going to be wasting too much of your time, so I'm going to be talking about content, keywords, and backlinks, and how this affect your website, how you have to improve them so you can be found on Google. So first things first, I have your website here, and I noticed that you have it hosted with Google. Of course, that doesn't cost anything, but the most thing that everybody tends to misunderstand is that everybody can have a website, don't get me wrong, but if you want to be found on Google, you need to add relevant content. And that's one of the things that Google doesn't really tells you. And when you add content, you got to make sure that you add keywords that you're going to be found for example, general contractor New Jersey or bathroom remodeling New Jersey, things like that, right? When you add this content in text form, you got to make sure that for each keyword that you want to be found for, you got to add at least, my personal opinion is around 200 words of content, because Google likes to see a lot of information, especially now with all these, with everybody having websites, everybody having their own businesses. They want to see who has the most relevant information, and based on that, your popularity can start growing. I'm going to be showing that. So content is very important, because when you upload your website, when you publish your website, Google reads everything that you have here, all the text, everything that you have here. And if they don't find anything specific, like a keyword that I was telling you before, you're not gonna be found on any on the searches. So this applies also to any other sub pages, but I can see here, of course, this being a Google site, you don't have that much options here. So you gotta get a call now, which can be very convenient, right? But if you're not showing up on Google, you're probably missing a lot of opportunities. And I'm going to show you why. I use this tool called Ahrefs, and what this does, it picks data from your website based on Google criteria. So we can see here that you're not being found for any keywords. So if somebody's searching for a general contractor in New Jersey on Google, they're not going to find you. And you don't have any backlinks. So backlinks, to explain a little bit, because this is part of what I was going to tell you. Backlinks are other websites that mention your business name or your website, and this will give you power so you can be found on Google. It's like a popularity contest. The more people you get to talk about you in a positive way, the more relevant you're going to become, the more relevant you're going to stay. Same thing happens here with backlinks, with the difference that not all links are created equal, of course. So they can be good links, they can be spam links, and it's not about the amount of links that you have. It's more about the quality of those links. So you can have thousands and thousands of links, but if they're not powerful, if they're not relevant, and most important, if they're not targeting the keywords that you should have on your website, it's going to be all for nothing. So that being said, I'm going to show an example. If I go to Google and I type, if I'm trying to find a remodeling contractor in New Jersey, I type remodeling contractor NJ. And the first thing when I see here is your traditional Google Ads. This is where you pay every time somebody clicks on it. And if you're ever gonna try this Google Ads, you can do it. But even though Google makes it look really easy to set up and maintain, but you might end up paying a lot of money and not seeing the result that you want. I personally suggest that you should have somebody dedicated to do this, because on the background you got to see what keywords are being trending, who is paying more to be here, because yeah, you got to pay more. Sometimes each click can be $5, can be 10. I've seen $200 for one click, depending on the industry, of course. When it comes in construction, yeah, it's very demanding. There's a lot of people that want to be here. So those things you gotta make sure that you understand if you go in this route. The next section is the map section, and this is where you want to be as well, right? But if your website is not here, at least in the organic results on the first, I'll say 10, top 10, you probably not going to be here, because that's kind of sometimes Google is unpredictable in this way. But I've seen profiles they don't have a website but still ranking number one, and that's based on the location of the searcher. So I'm here in Princeton, New Jersey, so this is what the most popular. Well, Google is telling me these are the most popular contractors that we can find, the most popular profiles that we can find for you. So, and how do you get there? When you improve your content on your profile, when you improve images, and of course when you reply to reviews. And I see that you're doing a very good job. You got 43 reviews. That's absolutely great. I see only all 5 stars. So that might be a little bit to think about. I'm not saying that you bought this or anything like that, but Google knows. And it's not like a person actually taking care of this. They have like a software that it just analyzes everything, and they determine which are real reviews, fake reviews, and that kind of stuff. But very good job here on replying on these reviews. And even if you get a bad review, reply, because that's what Google is looking. They're looking at that communication between who provides the server and the customers, right? If you have images, I don't see you have too much images here, but these images should be they have to be optimized as well. And this can be if you're going to save an image, try to put a name like General Contractor New Jersey or Basement Remodeling New Jersey, things like that. Moving on, so on the organic results, going back to the Google search, these guys are ranking number 1, and I've seen every time that I do an audit like this, I see this guy is ranking every time number 1 here in New Jersey for our general contractor. So they're ranking number 1, ranking number 2. This guy is ranking number 3, and this is a little bit of facts that I have here. Almost 70% of the people that do a Google search, they don't even go through. They only go for the top 3 here and the top 3 on the organic results. That means that if you're not really ranking on the first page or on the first results, you're not going to get any results. You're missing a lot of opportunities, and I'm going to show you why. Let's see why these guys are ranking number 1. What are the benefits of that, and how can you beat them, right? So we have their website here, and you can see there's a lot of information. Don't worry about these underlining things. They don't really do anything. It's more about the content in general that they have here. You can see they have content there. They have content here. Remodeling group. You can see here NJ Home, and all this combining all this text that you see here. That's what Google is actually reading, and they pick from this content because they see, okay, they have a lot of information, and you keep seeing they know what they're doing. So if we look on the back end of their website to see how many keywords are being found for, you can see only that page is being found for 180 keywords, right? So they only have 3 backlinks, but it's not about this only links, because this is a sub page. If we will be talking about the home page, this I'm pretty sure is going to be way different. But for the purpose of the video, let's see what kind of keywords are they being found for, and how many people are actually landing on their page. So home remodeling NJ, you can see there's 300 searches a month. So because they're ranking number 1, number 2, well, this is not updated, it's 13 days ago, they're getting 100 visits straight to the site. That means that, of course, people that were looking for a home remodeling service in New Jersey, 100 of them in a month landed on their website. If you ask me, those are 100 chances they get every single month to get a client. Not one, actually 100, depending on how good are they closing and giving estimates and that stuff. This is another keyword, home renovations NJ, 150 searches a month. And because again they're ranking number 1, number 2, another 61. So just in these 2, they have 161 visits, that people that were looking for their services. So you can see the potential that you can achieve only in these 2 keywords, and you are not limited to have an X amount of keywords. You can have as many as you want, as long as you understand that this has to do with how many people are looking for these specific keywords and how difficult it will be for you to actually show up for those keywords. So if you're going to be found for these keywords, you have to really improve your content. You have to add those keywords like I told you before, and you got to find other websites that are going to be talking about you so they can support your credibility, if you will, in the eyes of Google. I hope you find this information useful. Once again, my name is Alex Peña-Herrera. If you have any questions or anything, my information will be at the end of the video. Thank you for watching.